Okay, welcome back to episode number 59 of the Odd Topic Podcast. I'm back here with Andrew in the background.
Yo.
I'm here with Schuyler, one of the owners of the pad located in Appleton, Wisconsin. What street are we on?
Mutual Way.
Address is 1001 Mutual Way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right by
okay.
Walmart.
I'm over here with Peter too. Say hello to the people.
Hey.
Hey guys.
So my first question for you guys is like, what inspired you guys to open like a game store? Like,
Sure. Yeah. Well, me and Peter grew up together in high school, middle school.
Yep.
Been friends for a long time. We grew up in the small town of New London.
Yeah.
There wasn't really a game store there. Our best thing we had was Family Video. So
Yeah.
I rented a lot of my games from Family Video. Drove up here to Mega Media Exchange to get a lot of games.
oh,
So
okay.
kind of growing up, wanting like a GameStop or something in New London, something cool like that. Became adults and decided to make it happen ourselves.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, you actually kind of wanted to open up a pet store first.
Yeah,
Really?
you're right.
Yeah.
Yep, I was really big into pets at the time. So, but talked to my homies and we're like, me and Peter were just like, yeah, a game store actually might work out a little bit better. So, yeah,
Not so
And-
much pet store.
yeah, not so much. No,
What kind of pets were you guys like thinking of like?
exotic animals.
Oh, really?
Like fish,
Okay.
reptiles.
Yeah.
I still like that stuff a bit, but a game store is a little bit more approachable, less maintenance, less risk.
Smells better.
Yeah, it smells better. Yep, for sure.
Yo.
I think a lot of it too is also born out of the philosophy that we were pretty much more interested in kind of like being our own bosses.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. A lot of people not want to really work for people all their life, but yeah. So you guys were like friends like pretty much forever, you say?
Yeah, middle school.
Middle
Definitely.
school, yeah?
Yep, that's when
Yeah.
we we didn't go to elementary school together, but we sat at the same lunch table.
Yep.
Oh,
We were
that's
on the
sick.
We were on
Yeah.
the basketball team.
Yep, we were on
Yeah.
basketball team. Yep, pretty much since 6th grade on. So
How many games you guys win?
you could probably count that on one hand, honestly. Not a lot. Not a
No.
lot at all.
Yo, that is crazy. So like, what kind of like consoles and like games you guys specialize in? You would say?
Retro and new. I mean, we go usually as far back as the original Nintendo, Sega Master System.
Yeah.
We do a few things a little bit older, but not a whole lot. We really don't do a whole lot with Atari. But yeah, pretty much that era and on. So definitely.
And like, what games you think that like fly off the shelf the most? That you would say? Like, what kind of franchises?
Recently, the PlayStation 4 games have been going pretty quick.
Okay.
I've been a little slim on those. Other than that, especially any like first-party Nintendo, like the Mario,
Yeah.
Yoshi's Island, Donkey Kong, those go pretty quick.
As you can see, the Mario in the background.
Yep, we got
That
the
is sick. Where'd you guys get that?
We picked it up somewhere in Illinois. He had that statue and a bunch of the Star Wars promotional statues.
Wow.
So we worked out a deal to get all of them, and nice store decorations.
Yeah, that is sick. And I see like you guys like stuff some like plushies and stuff too back here.
Yeah, for sure. Those are all imported, licensed. That's all Pokemon plushies on this side,
Yeah.
and then our other side's like get some Sanrio, Mario, a few other things like that over there.
Yo, that is sick. And I see like you're not like any average like game store. You sell like basically like a bunch of different stuff. I see that you guys have like comics over there.
Yeah.
You got like some like Guitar Hero stuff. Like I said, you got some plushies, some Hot Toys up there.
Posters.
Yeah, posters.
Yep.
You got pretty much everything.
Gundam, Star Wars, action
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah, not every game store does that. You don't see that at average
Anime
GameStop.
figures, too.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we try to have a little bit of everything for anyone.
yeah.
So when you come in with the family, and maybe dad's into games, but the wife doesn't care, but she might like pop culture, so she's looking at the Funko Pops from favorite movies or something, or
Yeah.
the kid might not be into games, but he really likes Pokemon. So there's a little bit of something for everyone here, for
Yeah,
sure.
That's really
Or
sick.
like me, I gravitate towards straight to the Gundam.
Yeah, exactly.
They got pretty much anything that you'd want in town.
That I want.
Oh, let's see. The other ones I got. Do you guys have any like long-term goals you have like for the upcoming year, like for the store, or like for the future? Like, do you guys want to open up like another location in the future, or is it like?
We love this spot a lot. This is like the perfect spot for us.
Yeah.
It used to be a GameStop 4 years ago or so.
Oh.
And as soon as they closed, we walked right in. We got a hold of who owned the building and, opened our store here instead. So that worked out pretty good. Right next to Walmart, it works amazing.
Yeah.
I would love more space, but I don't want to sacrifice our location for more space too. So it's tough to say.
Yeah.
So maybe if something else opened up on the strip where we could kind of spread our wings into and expand a little bit more, that'd be great. But
Yeah.
that's kind of tough to say for sure. But just keep busy, keep consistent. Keep paying the bills, keep growing.
Mhm.
Maybe get our name out there a little bit more, and just kind of keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I think as well too, at least looking back on like over like the last year or so, most of it has been refining our inventory.
Mhm.
We got rid of like 2/3 of our Funko Pop selection just so that we could make sure that we focus more on like the Funko Pops that people were interested in, as well as making more room to broaden our anime selection. And that's why we have all the plushies imported now too. Is we were able to make more room to have more of an inventory on that as that was in demand.
Oh, okay.
We used to have 2 locations for a while.
Really?
So when we first opened up in New London, about 2 years after we opened a store in Berlin,
Mhm.
and that went all right. Pretty comparable to our New London store, small town, not so crazy for sales.
Mhm.
As soon as we opened up in Appleton, it was a whole different game.
Yeah.
So, which was nice, but it was good. It was a good experience and a good learning thing to kind of like understand like the risks of opening 2 stores, managing 2 stores. Definitely the time. I don't think either of us want to commit that same kind of time to 2 stores again.
Yeah, it really kind of
So,
spreads us thin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But how do you guys feel about like games going more digital? You'd say, like people don't like not many people are buying like the handheld copies for like
Mhm.
newer games.
I think there's always going to be a physical market,
Mhm.
because when you buy at least a physical tangible item, you have that as like an asset. It is an item that you can sell, you can trade, and that's a lot of like the culture that we kind of represent when it comes to gaming and collecting.
Yeah.
Is that you can exchange something towards something else. It's a little bit of like, hey, do you want a discount on this item? Maybe just bring something in that you're not interested in, or like, did you beat that game and you're not going to play it for a while? Well, maybe we have a game that you're more interested in playing, and we'll give you credit for that towards the other game, so you can get it at a more affordable price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we also see it with like the 3DS store shutting down last year, with a lot of the games becoming like in more of a demand, but your digital library of all the games you would have bought so many years ago would be gone if you don't install them
Mhm.
on your system. They're gone forever.
Yeah.
So like maybe the 3DS isn't like the perfect example for like a game you might want to show to your kids, when they're older or whatnot, or when you have kids. But it's nice to have those games to kind of go back on. And when you get them digitally, you're not guaranteed to have that. When you get the
Exactly.
physical cartridge, physical disc, you can
Mhm.
chuck it in and still play it.
And I was always afraid like getting like more digital games that what if like your account gets hacked or something, then you can't play them again.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I like having like the handheld like disc copy because it has
Mhm.
more value to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or like I like going to like the midnight releases and stuff that they had back in
Oh,
the day
yeah.
for like Call of Duty and that.
Yeah, that stuff
was
was
sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to bring that back.
Oh, that'd be insane.
I'm hoping when GTA 6 comes out, now I guess next year. But,
That's crazy. Yeah.
Um,
Is it next year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think May 26th of 2026 or something like that it was, or 123rd. But I would hope we get the opportunity to bring back a midnight release for that. I think that'd be like the one game that could bring it back for
Yeah.
sure.
I have high hopes for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You think it's gonna live up to the other one?
Oh, I would say so. I hope so.
Yeah.
At this point, it better.
I expect it to outperform.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Rockstar devs do a really good job.
They always do.
Highly
Yeah.
detailed.
My prediction is that like for like the online servers, they might crash from how many people are gonna be on there at
Yeah.
once. It's gonna be like probably like crazy for like first couple months, then it's probably gonna get fixed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be
I want to say
insane.
first couple months. I'll say like probably within the week.
A week?
I don't think
Yeah.
they slack that much.
I don't know, but it's gonna be a crazy game, insane, and like the map is like 10 times bigger too.
Yeah.
They were saying.
It's gonna be nuts.
Yo.
Yeah, we've seen the server issues when Helldivers 2 came out. Like so many people flooded to the game, so they weren't expecting it, and the servers people struggled to play that for a while, but then they picked up on it. But I think Rockstar might know off the bat, so who knows? We'll see. But I
Mhm.
think game's gonna definitely be huge.
It's gonna
for
change the
sure.
game for sure.
Oh yeah.
And some people are gonna say it might even be like $100 when it comes out. I was like,
I
that'd be
hope it's
crazy.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could name their price honestly.
Yeah,
So,
people are gonna buy it regardless. And one of my other questions I got for you guys was like, what would you say was like the first game that you ever played off the top of your head that you enjoyed the most as like a kid?
First game I ever played.
You're going back like 30 years.
Like mine, I played like I think my first game ever was the Spider-Man 2 back in the day. It was like from like 2004.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was like a peak game, or like the early SpongeBob
Mhm.
games. I thought they were pretty sick. But yeah.
I remember mine.
Yeah,
It
what was yours?
Bully and the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That game's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I remember mine the first time I was playing games. parents brought down into the basement, set up the TV. They threw out the Sega Genesis, and I was playing the red cartridge Marvel Spider-Man Venom game or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget the exact title off the top of my head.
Was it like the
Like some
Ultimate
Carnage or
Spider-Man or
something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Sounds right.
And that game was so difficult.
Yeah.
So I played that for like half an hour, and I'm just like, I'm astonished, and I haven't played a game before, but I just went on to the next game. I think I played like Sonic right after that, and that was a bit better.
Dude, Sonic is
Yeah.
like so hard to play like nowadays. Like it's so fast. It's like
yeah.
hard to control. I used to be so good at that game like back in the day, but like
No,
man,
it's bad.
yeah, I just suck. I tried playing it the other day. Oh my god, because they had like a free game on like PlayStation. It's like Sonic Colors. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
Sounds a good one.
Yeah. Like, and I see like you guys have like some Legos too.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
We do some Legos for
Mhm.
sure. That one over there would be a bit of an older one, so that one's a bit more collectible, like $400.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but some of those definitely things that people grew up with, and now they're adults, and then they got that adult money. Those things become
Yeah.
worth quite a bit. So.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh, what is like a gaming franchise that a lot of people love, but you just can't get upon? Like Andrew was saying, Resident Evil. Like he
Or
like
Call of Duty.
Okay.
a Call of Duty, because I think Call of Duty's honestly like
Or
not the same as it
it's
used to
like
be.
I have, it's
No,
like-
it's changed.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Like
Yeah.
It's like for me, I prefer Call of Duty Ghost over Infinite Warfare.
Okay.
Because Call of Duty Ghost is my favorite Call of Duty.
Yeah. I really like personally Infinite Warfare because you got the jetpack, you could double jump, but a lot of people hated it. I don't know
Right.
why. I thought it was really sick.
Yeah. I played 2, and then I played Black Ops when that came out.
Yeah.
And then I took a very long break up until Warzone coming
Mm.
out, and that Warzone was so fun to play.
Yeah.
But I haven't touched any of the newer ones, so yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the newer ones either. But the story for Modern Warfare 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's some games though, like I guess going back to your question, like what series or game or whatever you can't really get up on.
Mhm.
I played my bit of shooters. My wife really likes Valorant. I try it. I can't get into it like she
Yeah.
is. She loves that game. So.
I love Valorant as well.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on it just not to play the game.
Oh
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
that's like me in League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of online multiplayers. I just can't really seem to get into them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same. Like I tried that new Marvel Rivals game, but like there's just so many
Mhm.
tryhards in that game. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like not fun anymore, And, like what would you guys say is like the most amount of money you put into a game? Like for me, it was like Madden 25. Like back in 2014, I put like almost like $2,000 into that game. My team still sucked. It still
Oh,
sucked.
man.
It was crazy.
And that's only good for like a year or so.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Team. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was a little crazy, but
It's nuts.
yeah.
I definitely put a lot of money into League of Legends.
Yeah.
I think there's like an app you could check how much you spent, and I believe it was just north of $2,000 at the time.
Wow.
It hasn't gone up since that really, so I haven't touched the game a whole lot. But I played that game for a long time. So, yeah.
I was also in on that. We would like queue up together, and
Oh,
I think I
okay.
spent about like 900 on the game.
Yeah.
Damn, that's insane.
I think my most was $2,000 on Valorant.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh, can't even use all those skins. You just got like a huge library of skins to
It's
pull
like
out once
when
in a
you're
while.
losing, you lose the game, you swap your skins,
Oh,
thinking
yep.
they're gonna get better, and then you go worse. You go negative. And
Oh,
it's
man.
just, it sucks.
It's
And
just
I'll
ended.
I'll install the game and quit.
Man. And like, do you guys have any like upcoming events you have for the store at all?
We're gonna do a Father's Day sale
Okay.
for the first time. We're partnered with a company called Dad Toys, and he does more of like the Funko Pops and stuff. So we think it would be cool to do a Father's Day sale, kind of with the Dad Toys theme.
Yeah.
Put that together, and yeah, that should go well. But besides that, really not a whole lot for events and stuff coming up.
That's pretty sick though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add, Andrew? No, you good?
I'm trying to
Alright.
stay awake right now.
Yeah. We went to like Dunkin' earlier, and like there was a whole escapade over.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I felt bad for that lady.
Did you get your coffee?
Yeah, he got
Okay,
his
there
coffee,
you
but
go.
like it was kind of mid. But,
Oh,
man. But yeah,
It was a mocha latte, and they still messed it up. It didn't taste like a mocha latte.
What did it taste like?
It tasted like just like straight black coffee.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
His face, it was priceless. It's like it was bad.
I love my black coffee, but if I ordered a mocha latte, I would expect a mocha latte.
Mocha latte.
Yeah.
That's insane. But like, is there any like upcoming games that you guys are like really pumped for, other than like GTA? Because I heard there's a new Mario Kart coming out pretty soon.
Oh
Yeah.
Or like maybe remakes.
Yeah,
Or
remakes.
remasters.
yeah.
I mean, the Mario Kart one looks really good.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in that new Donkey Kong game coming out.
That's gonna be
looks
insane.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like how they open up the trailer, showing all the cool open environments and like all the exploration you can do. Like, this is a really well composed like levels for you to like go through and like maybe like collect stuff, maybe like help other characters, and then turns out you're just there to kind of like destroy everything.
Yeah.
And
It's
that sounds
insane.
really fun.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything like specific on my radar that I'm looking for right now. I am pretty excited to see that like Sega's remaking some of their old games,
Mhm.
so it'd be kind of cool to see what else comes out. I really liked Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi growing up.
Oh
So,
yeah, I played that.
yeah, those getting kind of like revived a bit and seeing what else they do is going to be awesome. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
I really love that they remaster games for like people that can play it today. Like there's like a lot of games I wanted to get remastered too. Like there's this game
Silent Hill 2 got remastered not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Phenomenal
Mhm.
game.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever like play any like Transformer games ever, but like there was this game called War of Cybertron. It's basically like Call of Duty but Transformers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It was sick. And like for some reason they shut down the servers like a couple years ago, but I think that needs another remaster for like people that love that, you know, type of franchise, you know?
I think it's just you.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, some of those Transformer games are pretty fun.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
But like lately, the new ones kind of falling off a bit, but it's whatever. That's the same thing I think of for like Assassin's Creed. I think it's falling off a bit. You know, might be a
Right.
hot take, but
I
I don't know.
I definitely appreciate the earlier Assassin's Creeds
Yeah.
more than their like RPG ones. There's people that like them, and they do definitely have a place. But I went to play Valhalla not that long ago,
It's a long game.
and I couldn't get into it like I did with Black Flag and 3 and Brotherhood and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just me or things changed a bit,
Yeah.
but it was tough. For
Well,
sure.
it is another expanded kind of like open world environment, story
Mhm.
narrative. You're gonna have the long gameplay. I think there's been a lot of discussion as well about developers coming out with these games that have 40 to 80 hours of gameplay versus a game that really only has up to 20 hours but has layers of replayability to it.
Mhm.
But as far as the Valhalla goes, I bet if you could get into it, yeah, it's one of the best games out there.
Right.
But I did try playing it a little bit when testing a console, and there's a lot of mechanics in the game you
Yeah.
have to like figure out, learn, and get used to. So it's one of those games where you just have to be a little more invested into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, I do like, you know, when you pay that much amount of money for a game that you get like a long experience. Because there's like a lot of games that you pay like what $70 and there's only like 10 hours of gameplay.
Right.
For like that what was it, the Spider-Man Miles Morales, that game was like so short but it was so good.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it just felt like what would you say, what was it called, like extra game pack or something. It felt like an extra,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort
Kind
of
of like
expansion.
a
expansion
really big
pack. That's what it felt
DLC
like.
expansion,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was sick, great game, great franchise. I hope to see like the third
Sounds like
one.
you're hoping.
But yeah. Yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to add at all? You guys agree?
To that particularly or anything?
No, anything,
Any other questions?
anything else? Yeah.
Don't matter to me.
All right.
I mean,
Anything else for you, man? Okay. Well,
Sweet.
thank you guys for having us on. It's honestly a pleasure being
Oh,
here.
appreciate
I
having
love
us.
the store. You know, you guys should definitely come check them out in Appleton. Insane place called The Pad. Really great. Oh, wait, no. I got one more question. So,
Oh.
how did you guys like think of the name The Pad? Like, how'd that go about?
So, Schuyler was doing a lot of the groundwork for setting up, and
Yeah.
he came up with, I think it was like 3 different names, and at the time we couldn't really pick it, so
Mhm.
then we ended up throwing them into like a name generator, or like,
Really?
well, not the generator, like an RNG picker,
Mhm.
and then we let it pick a name, and then we took that off the list, and then we ended up settling on The Pad. But overall for us, it's more of an ideal of like the game controller, right? It's evolved over the years and changed, and we just kind of see that as like the controller is what connects us to the game, and that's kind of huge for us.
Yeah.
As well as the pad also has like other distinct meanings to it too. I think at first for us, it was also kind of like being in a small town. It was kind of like a cool place to like chill, hang
Yeah.
out, and just kind of like just kind of like enjoy your time there.
Yeah, the pad is like 90s like rap slang, like the place to hang out, you know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a thing. We wanted to have like a game room, arcade machines.
We used to have a little bit of an area.
A little bit
for
of a
hanging
game
out.
room, yeah. We
Yeah.
definitely housed or had a bunch of the kids from New London come hang out there and play games all the time.
Yeah.
Had some regulars to sit on the couch and play games with some back in the day. So that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
There was definitely a combination of things there. And now in 2025 here, we got to we're going to be an LLC, so now we got to come up with another name that's not the pad.
Really?
Because I believe that's
Oh.
taken. So we're going to still be the pad on the sign, but
Yeah.
legally we might be something else. So it's going to be
That's-
kind of interesting.
That's odd that they make you change it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's that?
The patter.
The patter?
The patter.
The patter? Yeah.
Yo. But I like that you guys have like nostalgia stuff, like the arcade little like race car thing, you know?
Yeah, that's Crazy Taxi over there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I love
That's
Crazy
insane.
Taxi.
You even got like a claw machine back there. You guys really can't see it, but like,
Mhm.
you know, it's definitely like a blast from the past
I
over
like
here.
the exercise bike back there as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we get some people thinking it's Anytime Fitness. They're over there biking on that thing, and I'm like, that's $400. Like,
Yeah.
that's a video game controller. Like, what do you?
Is it actually?
Yeah, you could
Oh.
play.
Oh.
That was for the PS2, so you would be able to play like Downhill Domination on there. The guy who sold it to us, I guess, hooked it up to his PS4 and played Riders Republic on there.
Really?
So it's kind of neat.
I thought it was like some random bike.
Oh yeah, it's a
That's what I thought too,
game
not gonna
controller
lie.
for sure.
That was sick. Is there anything you guys want to like show off? Like any like holy grails that you got?
Our Holy Grails are a little limited right now.
Alright.
We do got, yeah, I think one of the most expensive things we got in the store right now, which is a Sully Funko Pop. This
Hey.
is from, sorry, I should have this memorized. 2011. So
If you
this
wanna bring it
guy
closer to the
here,
camera. Yo.
he's limited to 480 pieces. So you'd have had to be at this very specific convention back in 2011 to get this pop.
Really?
So he's
God.
flocked is the original Sully. So the other Sully I believe isn't flocked. So they're flocked. They got like a coating of like fur for
Oh
over
yeah, I
top
see
of
that.
them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty rare. He's worth about $2,500, $2,000.
Yo, what?
So he's worth a bit.
Yo.
But, yeah, he's kind of cool.
Yo.
And it's rumored there's even less in circulation than what's put on the sticker there, the 480 pieces.
That's
Just because
insane.
not everybody knew, I suppose, that they were selling those.
Yeah,
at the time.
Funko Pops weren't that big in 2011, so
Mhm.
they picked up steam right around like 2016 or so,
Yeah.
and this became kind of a grail piece for
That's
collectors for Funko
insane.
Pops.
Yo,
For sure.
I've never seen something like that before. That is crazy. But yeah, Funko Pops have honestly really taken over lately.
Mhm.
There's like a Funko Pop store, like I think like maybe like a couple blocks, a couple streets.
Yeah.
Pretty sick too. There's really chill too. But yeah, I have a couple Funko Pops. I got like a Gabriel Iglesias one.
Oh,
It's like a
nice.
signed one. Yeah, it was really chill. I wish I could have got to meet him, but like,
Right.
I bought it from there. It was pretty sick.
Yeah. We like to say there's a Funko Pop for everyone.
Yeah.
They make so many different pops, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Bad
Mhm.
thing for the market because some of the pops prices have gone down a lot a bit, just
Yeah.
because there's so many of them out there. So, but there's a pop for everyone. So they're cheap to get into. They're easy to collect. So there's some really nice ones if you really want to get fancy with it. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not a bad thing to collect at all.
Honestly, yeah. Well, again, thank you guys for being on the podcast. Honestly, a pleasure. Definitely go check them out. What's the street name again?
Mutual Way.
Mutual Way?
1001 Mutual Way.
Okay. Thank you guys again. Peace, guys.
Appreciate it.